Hello to my chiropractic community out there. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. It is absolutely a gorgeous day here in Casanova, thankfully. I wanted to ask you guys a question. I got off a couple of calls this morning coaching, and we got a full day today, which I'm excited about. And when I talk to docs, I start thinking about schedule and their appointment book or virtual now in your computer. So here's the question that I have for you. When you started, I guess the story, right? When you started practice and you opened up your office years and years ago, right? Or maybe for some of you just recently. And you were to then say, hey, I'm going to look ahead in my schedule, my appointment book on the computer, and I'm going to see how many people are scheduled a year from now. What would you expect to see? Well, geez, I just started my office, right? You just opened your office. Or maybe you're new in an office, and you would expect to see nobody a year from now. Why? Because you just started your office, right? But let's say now you're in practice for a year or two or three or whatever. If you're to look in your appointment book schedule on the computer a year from now, how many people would be on that schedule? It's such a great question when you start evaluating your practice. It is such a powerful question because here's the point. Do you plan on being there next year? Do you plan on growing over the period of a year? And most docs go, yeah, geez, I want to grow. I have more impact. I want to see more people. I want to serve more people. I want to be more successful in practice. Certainly, we all want to progress and grow. But here's the challenge. Unless we're thinking that way and unless we're acting that way, we're not growing. So if you are in practice right now and you're not scheduling people out for a long period of time in practice, what do you think the message is to them? What do you think they're thinking about that you're providing for them? So if I am going to schedule them adjustment to adjustment or visit to visit, appointment to appointment, or if I'm going to schedule them 2 or 3 weeks out and go, well, let's see how you're doing, or if I'm going to only give them a schedule for 2 months or 3 months of care and then see how they're doing or release them from care, what's the problem with that? What's the message that you just told them about chiropractic? Let me ask you this question. Almost every chiropractor I talk to is frustrated that people don't get chiropractic. They don't get it. It's for their life. It's for their health. It's supposed to change everything. It's going to allow them to live a longer, better life, right? So that's where most chiropractors are thinking. That's what we want, right? We want them to get it, and yet we're not practicing that way ourselves. We're scheduling them in a manner in which is only perpetuating the problem or the limited understanding of what we provide as a chiropractor. Like if I'm going to make a change in their life, I'm going to schedule them for a lifetime, right? I'm not going to schedule them in a month. I don't plan on them dying next month, right? I plan on them being in the area for years to come. So why wouldn't I schedule them that way? Why would I schedule them in a manner in which I'm treating them rather than taking care of them? Why am I saying to people, you need to be taken care of for the rest of your life, but I schedule them in a treatment mindset, only to have to what? Further justify any additional care by another conversation. Why? Because I didn't have the right conversation to begin with. So what happens is I'm constantly looking at my schedule. I'm constantly looking, going, wow, where are we at? What's going on? And I'm putting all this time and all this energy to basically force my schedule to see more people, to serve more people, to impact more lives, when in reality, we want to do it right from the beginning. I want to have a conversation with somebody and basically have that conversation that, hey, my role is to take care of you for the rest of your life, just like you do with other things. And as a result, we're going to schedule you that way. So if you look at my schedule a year from now, it's almost as filled as my schedule is today, because people are scheduled out for what? Chiropractic care, because my role is to take care of them as opposed to treat them. But if I say to them or say to myself, hey, listen, I'm here to take care of people. I'm here to make an impact in your life. I'm here to make a difference in your life. And yet I'm only focusing on your schedule of treatment. No matter what you say at that point, they're only going to think of you as treatment. They're only going to think of that relationship as treatment. They're only going to think of the care that you provide as a chiropractor as a tool to fix what they think is broken, only to call you a year from now or years later to get another fix, when in reality they haven't taken care of anything. Nothing's been taken care of. And much of it falls on our shoulders because we're not having the appropriate conversation in the initial stages of that relationship to set the bar, to set the standard, to develop an expectation that says, hey, listen, I'm here, and chiropractic here is here to take care of you so that you're living a longer, healthier, better life. Now, some of that might sound difficult. Some of it might seem, how do I do that? That's what we do in Chiropassion Consulting. That's what we teach you. That's what our group focuses on a regular basis, so that our PVA numbers are extremely high, that our retention is very, very high, that you take care of people for a lifetime as opposed to this idea for a month, or hey, let me offer you care for 3 months and then try to what? Have another conversation to defend and justify the next stage of care. Like, there is no stages of care for your teeth. Hey, we're going to do initial intensive, and then we're going to do some corrective, and then we're going to go to wellness if you want. Like, how well does that work with my teeth? I haven't brushed them in 30 or 40 years. I walk in, yeah, they need some initial intensive. I'm with you, but there is no corrective. And then if I want to do wellness, its bottom line is, why do your teeth look horrible? Because you haven't been what? Taking care of them. So guess what we're going to start doing now? Taking care of them. And once we get them really well, what's my job? To keep taking care of them for the rest of your what? Life, so that they stay healthy. We gotta use conversations, and that's what I teach you, and you'll be a master at it. When I'm done with you, you'll be a master at it, so that you could take anybody at any level of their thinking and increase the likelihood of them understanding your value, your impact, the love that you feel towards them, the love that you feel towards chiropractic, to help them utilize what you do and what you've devoted your life towards as part of their healthcare, so that their life can be changed. That's what we do in Chiropassion Consulting. So hopefully I gave you something to think about today and this morning. Guys, listen, we run Chiropassion Consulting. There's a link right above the video or below. Just click that. You can learn more about me. You can learn more about our group. You can learn more about a few programs that we have in Chiropassion. Just click on one of those links. There's a couple of videos there to teach you a little bit more and certainly share with you a little bit more about what we do. And we'd love to have you part of our coaching program. I mean, we literally have not only the best and most impactful group of docs in the profession, but a growing group of docs that are really dedicated and focused to bring chiropractic to the world. And chiropractic in a way that is presented to take care of people regularly for a lifetime. A wellness practice, a low overhead, fun, high retention practice that takes care of families. And I'll tell you, there's no better practice than what I'll teach you, certainly, if that resonates with you. Hey, love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out. Make sure you like the video and share it. So please like the video and share it so you can benefit some other docs. So I know some of you guys are probably thinking, geez, I wish my colleague Bob or Jennifer or Karen or Norm or whatever is watching that video so they can learn a little bit more. So make sure you forward that video or share that video on their page as well. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Have a great Memorial weekend. Let's think about chiropractic and focus. Love and appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you next week.